Hello Monster Jam fans and welcome back to another Monster Jam OC video. Today, I'm going to review the 4 state trucks exclusive to the Monster Jam Superstore. Well, welcome back everyone. Today is yet another Superstore exclusive video. Last time I did a review was on the stunt truck, which is still in the process of being released on the Superstore. As far as I've heard, the Superstore will be releasing this in January of 2020, next month. Not that far away. So this is coming. If you guys have not seen my video on this yet, I will link it at the end. This is really a really cool truck, and they did a really good job getting this out in the first year. For something that will take place next year, which is World Finals 21. So again, review of this will be put at the end of the video so you guys can check that out. I'll link it. But right now we are focusing on these 4 trucks, which I want to thank Monster Jam for sending in and Spin Master for arranging me to get these trucks. So thank you, Monster Jam, the employees there. You know who you are. So thank you for allowing me to do these reviews for you. So that's how I got these ones. These came in unexpectedly, and now I get to review them. I had lots of people asking me where are the state trucks alongside where is 2020 stuff, which I will get to eventually. But I want to finish 2019. I really want to finish everything that I could possibly do for 2019, which includes, because this is a 2019 release, stunt truck. And also these 4 are 2019 trucks as well. I want to mention these are the 4th through 7th Superstore exclusive for 2019. Our first, well, technically Monster Jam exclusive. We'll just say Monster Jam exclusive because this wasn't a Superstore exclusive. This was clearly sold at World Finals 20, but it did end up on the Superstore, so it's a Monster Jam exclusive. Spin Master sends them the products, they sell them themselves. So this was Monster Jam only right here. So that's number 1. Then in the later part of the year, closer to our time right now, we had Pirate's Curse Ghost, the Halloween truck for 2019. That was really cool. And then we had the stunt truck, which was just released. I mean, well, not released yet, but just announced recently for 2019. And that was another one. So that was the 3rd one. And then 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 Superstore exclusive or Monster Jam exclusives this year alone. That's crazy. So these are the state trucks. I'm actually really happy to finally be able to review these. I have been waiting for these to get out for a while. Also, I want to make a note that I do hope they do more of these in the future. Although some people said it's a pricey thing for so many different states that aren't your own state, there are still a lot of states that do deserve a truck. And what I would suggest to the team and Monster Jam and Neil Vandenberg, if he's watching this, he designed these, I would suggest New York, because it's very iconic. You can do a lot with New York. You have the Statue of Liberty, you have Times Square, Empire State Building, One World Trade Center, Freedom Tower, and all that stuff. That would be a really good one. And then we have Nevada, which I think doing on one of the arts here, maybe like a really small silhouette of Sam Boyd Stadium since it's about to retire. You have the Las Vegas Strip. You have so much history with Nevada. That could be such a flashy truck. Then I would also suggest maybe New Jersey would be a good one because New Jersey does have some good shows there. And maybe Massachusetts. I think that's an important one. But there's so many other states also that they could do. Oh, actually, Arizona would be a good one. So should they continue making these? In my honest opinion, yes, they should definitely keep making them. They're not only collectibles, they're also very good learning tools for younger audiences. If you want to teach your kids about states and have them collect each state and kind of teach them about them, they give little mottos of each state, which are what the states are called. It's really cool. So it also includes maps on here. So it's definitely not for just collectors. It's also, or not just state people, it's also for younger audiences. It's a wide range. So anyway, that's my opinion. I know we want to move on with the review now, so I will go in alphabetical order as I set them up. So California, my home state where I'm currently at, is up first. Then we'll move on to Florida, Georgia, and Texas. So here we go. This is going to be awesome because I do have some pretty good knowledge of California, obviously living here all my life and taking history classes. We kind of focus more on California during those times throughout my high school experience for sure. So here it is, California. You can see it has the Golden State. That's our motto. And that's because we had the gold rush here back in the mining days, the 49ers, 1949, so the gold rush during that time. The back of the card, I accidentally was wrong. I didn't realize it until after my video and after these cards were announced and shown off. I thought originally they had like a brief history of each state back here, which would have been cool, but it's actually a map of the United States showing each truck from the series. So you can see yellow, California, Texas in red, Georgia in yellow, and Florida in orange. You got the Mossjam limited edition, 1 of 5,000. You have the renders, so you can see really good card art of the truck itself, of each truck. And we will come back to Florida because I want to make a little note of something with Florida. But that's the back of the card. The front of the card has great card art as well. It's actually a map of California and neighboring states. And we're going to unbox this. So here we go. I'm ready to unbox it. This is the 1/64 scale California Golden State truck for 2019. Man, I hate to have to ruin the package. I was trying to be as gentle as possible, but you can see inside the package, it does have a map of California. And you can see all the different cities here. Sacramento is our state capital. You can see it's actually highlighted with the orange dot. We have, there we go, that's much better. So you can see Los Angeles is where I am. It's a little bit less than Los Angeles. I'm actually a little bit south of it, but Los Angeles is the main area. We have Riverside. These are all, for me, these are really familiar places right here in this specific small area. San Diego, Tijuana, the Mexican border right here. Mexicali, I've actually been down there before. Pacific Ocean, we have Utah, Arizona, Las Vegas right there, just barely hidden on Nevada. And yeah, that's really cool. So there's Arizona, Phoenix, Utah, all that stuff. So this is really cool. I really enjoy these cards. They did individual cards for each truck. They have a green insert here, standard thing, with a standard complaint card for the United States. And this is what we want to focus on anyway. So here's California, and it's time to go for a brief history lesson. So this will be focusing on California's history. You can see on the side panel, we have a film roll, or a roll of film, which was back in the early 1930s, 1940s, during the height of the Great Depression, around the 30s, so that's about that time. They had the movie industry kind of spring up to help people, you know, get along with their days and stuff, and to kind of cheer people up in a way, to hide reality for a little while. So when Hollywood was huge, this is why we have this little marker here. So Hollywood is a big thing, and that's obviously where film really sprung up from. So California is known for its celebrities, its film. So this old film strip here is paying homage to that. We also have the Golden State Bridge in the background, very faint, but it is right there. California in postcard format, which means it has like a clear background with the reflective background coming through. So inside each lettering, you can see through it. It's basically orange with clear. So you can see the Golden State Bridge kind of sticking through there. You can see the ocean reflecting through right there. We have a surfer with a surfboard. She is standing right next to her surfboard. Surfing is huge in California. That is like one of the #1 things that happens here, amongst other things. So you can see a beach with a beautiful sunset. This, you know, the skyline here with the blue and some sand, a Mossjam logo. And then we have our state flag, the California Republic flag. If you ever come to California, you will see this everywhere, besides the fact that it flies, because the California flag, we fly it on government buildings and stuff, but you will see people wearing it on shirts, phone cases, hats, pants. I've seen people wear pants with this flag. People really like this flag design. So there it is on the hood. It also has the standard SUV headlights, and there it is. And then we have the windshield, same normal windshield, and same thing on this side for California. The tailgate says the Golden State. I like that they kept the mottos on the tailgate. And you can see just the overall art of each truck is unique and it's beautiful. Hand done, so props to Neil for doing such an amazing job with these colors. And you can see on the roof here, we have the grizzly bear, which is our state animal. Obviously, it's on the flag there. And this awesome depiction of it with these sharp teeth. And that's really awesome how they got it on the roof there. Then we have the state shape in gold because the gold rush. So we have modern California here. Moving up, actually, you go from really modern California to kind of older California with the film roll, and then super old California with the gold rush. So there is the Gold Rush there. And I believe I accidentally said 1949 for the Gold Rush. It was 1849, not 1949. I apologize. Anyway, so here is the gold nuggets. We have the, I'm assuming that's some sort of pan to separate gold from dirt. I'm not really sure what the specific name of this little tool is here with this like box, but you can see the gold sitting on top of it. So that would make sense. So there's the gold, again, highlighting even with the chrome gold rims, the Golden State. The blue roll cage, I'm not quite sure why they chose that color, but it does work. And I like the chrome because it's a very flashy Hollywood feel. So there's California, my personal favorite. Just kidding, it's not my personal favorite actually. It's my second favorite out of the entire set so far. I will show you my favorite actually right now because it's Florida. So there's California, home state, hits home right here with this truck. BKT printing with black tires. Thank you for doing normal tires on these releases. If they did colored tires, I think it would make it too flashy. So there's California. And next up is the Sunshine State, Florida. I have been there as well. I've actually only been to 3 states in my life and Baja California. So Florida is my 3rd state that I've ever been to. I have also been obviously to Nevada, and I live in California. So Florida, this one also is very close to home because I have been to Florida for Orlando this year for World Finals 20. And this truck has some nice card art. However, there is something wrong with it. I want to point this out on the render. And I think I know why they did it because I'm kind of thinking about the colors, but you'll notice how the state flag says seal of the great state or something of Florida, and then in God we trust. The flag makes the grill red here. So they actually flipped the flag upside down. It's upside down on the actual hood. I will have to actually do it this way for you to actually be able to read it. So the reason why I think they did that is because Texas has a red grill, semi-red grill. Florida would have a red grill. Georgia would have a red grill, and California would also have a red grill. They would all have very prominent red grills. So I guess flipping the flag upside down made it make more sense in terms of variation of color, but it did flip the seal upside down, which kind of makes it awkward because everyone else's seals are facing outward. But besides that, that's the only real flaw with Florida. We're going to unbox it right now. And here it is. Here's the card art. You get that beautiful ocean view of Florida's coast. You also have a little bit of Louisiana here. And so you can see here, this is really cool. We have Tampa. I'm sorry, you're not seeing that. There we go. Tampa. We have Orlando, obviously clearly denoted there because that's where World Finals will be. And some other little cities and stuff around there. So super awesome. There's Florida. And is there anything else noted on here? Nope. I think that's pretty much it. So that's Florida's box, and here is the truck itself. So why is Florida my favorite? Well, the colors. I really enjoy the coloring of the actual body itself. There's so much different colors and shades of blue and green and yellow. It's really a truly great masterpiece in my mind of an individual art. We have Florida here. It's kind of hard to see through the lettering because there's not much going on, but there is slightly enough to see through. We have some shells, a sand dollar, a sea star or a starfish, and then we have the Moss Jump logo, a beach with a lifeguard tower there, a dolphin jumping out of the water there. Just look at this watercolor effect of just a mixture of colors. I just can't believe they put this onto a die cast. It's amazing. We also have a very silly thing, orange juice. Instead of flames, we have orange juice flying off the sides because they were well known for their oranges and orange juice. So you can see the orange juice effect flying backwards. We also have the Sunshine State on the back here with this blue, kind of an aqua green, blue-green color. And then we have the same thing on this side, same stuff. Everything just kind of flipped around. And then again, we have what I was talking about earlier, which is the upside down flag. So it says Great Seal of the State of, I'm sorry, I have to read upside down. Great Seal of the State of Florida, in God we trust. And then it has the state seal, the interior of it flipped around as well. And then we have the flag cross across the hood. So yes, I believe it was for color in this. It's just to create a difference because they would all have a red front. But you know, I think they should have still done it with the red. It would have been okay. Although most flags have red in them, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think putting it upside down was proper. in terms of what it looks like. But there's the headlights. We also have a bright blue roll cage, which makes sense because it usually has bright blue ocean water. And we have oranges for the actual rims. Again, round for oranges. They're well known for their oranges, so they use them for the rims. Kind of wish they would have gone with a little bit of a darker color for the orange. It kind of looks like a tangerine, but you know what? It's still pretty cool. It has glitter in it as well. And BKTs with black tires. And the roof, very detailed. It has the state of Florida in dark blue. It has oranges, and it has the crocodile, or I believe it's alligator. I'm not good with my alligator versus crocodile, but I will put it on the screen so we know which one it is. So there it is there, and there is Florida. Again, a masterpiece in terms of color on a die-cast vehicle. This is really insane how they got that. So Florida, number 2 of 4, my favorite one. And next up is the most unexpected one by far, the Georgia truck. Honestly, I couldn't tell you why they chose Georgia. I do not know. Not offending Georgia at all. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that I have no idea why they chose Georgia amongst other things like Nevada. But Georgia, really cool. It's the Peach State. I do know people from Georgia who are just as equally surprised that this is happening than myself. So we're going to get right into it with the Georgia truck. Okay, so here's Georgia. This is the actual state here. Atlanta, the capital of the state. And you can see South Carolina and some other neighboring states around it. So there's the box. And then we have the truck itself, which is actually really detailed. I do enjoy it. It kind of shows old America's lifestyle, kind of out in the countryside. You can see there's a rocking chair with an acoustic guitar on a front porch. We also have, which I didn't know this until I read the Superstore's description of it, there is the Atlanta city skyline right there in the background. So if you guys recognize any popular buildings, I have no idea if there's like well-known buildings here, but you can see all these buildings with this bright sun beaming past it. It even captures the sun, kind of making this image distorted. So if you look through like sunglasses at some building with the sun in the background, you'll see only a partial piece of the building. So getting that detail is insane. They got that onto the truck on a micro scale. So good job with that. And we also have a fish on a fishing pole getting caught out of a river, kind of some tree lines, a path cutting through someone's front yard into the forest. Georgia across the side. Again, that's a really cool detail. The old time kind of countryside living right there. Then we have the state flag, In God We Trust, Constitution. We have some stars, the state flag, the front headlights, a white chassis, red roll cage, blue rims. So red, white, and blue, really cool. Matches the flag, matches the United States, obviously the flag for our own country. Then we have the Peach State on the back with some ripples in the river, green along the side and back. Atlanta skyline again, slightly different. The building positions are actually it's a split paint job, okay, because the buildings are different. I think. I mean, they look different to me. So anyway, I think they're different here. Oh, I didn't notice that little detail. There's a peach tree right there. So there's peaches on a tree. Oh, there are there too. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so it could be wrong. I mean, I don't think they're the same buildings, but they could be. It could be just because the Georgia logo is flipped around. Same thing, guitar, roof of a house, kind of right here. And then we have the peaches on the roof. Also peanuts. Anyway, there's the Georgia state symbol or shape right there. And that's about it for Georgia. So really nice truck. Actually, one of the better ones. I mean, they're all really great. It's hard to even choose what's the best and not, but it's deserving of its title. I like the artwork. I like the old time feel. I like the peanuts, the peaches, and overall the yellow, the way they shaded that around. And then we have the last truck, which is the Lone Star State, its own little country, the Texas truck. The Lone Star State, here we go right now. And the last one out right there, we have Texas itself. Huge state, our biggest state in the United States, except for Alaska, which is actually bigger than a lot of the United States. Actually, you'd be surprised how big Alaska is. So there's a lot of stuff in Texas. We have Austin, Texas, obviously the capital. So yeah, there it is. We have New Mexico here, and right above it, Oklahoma. So there it is. There's the Texas box, and There's a Texas truck, the Lone Star State. Again, like I said, you don't mess with Texas. Texas is truly, it could be its own country. Texas, you guys are awesome. I'm very happy that you guys got a truck. So here's the state flag. They take a lot of pride in this one, the Lone Star flag with a single star. And it actually wraps down onto the grill, which is really awesome. There's the headlights there. We have a little bit of that stuck underneath the clear coat. Okay, whoops. Anyway, there's that. And then we have the side panel, which has, you know what? I still have not figured out what that is. There is something blue, and I cannot figure out for the life of me what it is. If you guys have any knowledge of this blue substance here, please let me know. Someone said it's a scorpion. I said it was jeans. I have no idea though. It's really impossible to tell. But we also have oil fields or drilling sites here, which are actually very well known from Texas. So you can see there's a drilling machine there, a oil tower, and then we have a lone Texan on his horse with his cowboy hat on, staring off into the sunset in this desert-like feel. We also have the Texas obviously written across with the oil rigs in the background. Let me actually look at the card and see. Yeah, I can't tell from the card art either what Texas, the blue part's supposed to be. I have honestly no idea. I really do not have a clue. What is that? What is that blue stuff? It's so weird. Maybe it's sapphire? I mean, I have no clue. It could be the most obvious thing in the world. I don't live here, so please, if you're from Texas, tell me what this is. If this looks familiar to you, let me know in the comments. But anyway, here's the other side of Texas, and then we have, you'll notice these horns coming down, which I'll show you in just a moment. We have on the back here, on this like old poster, kind of like a wanted poster, the Lone Star State. And it has a tear in it or something of that effect. Also this orange burning kind of color, which is kind of like a desert feel. So that's pretty cool. And here is the roof with the skull of a cattle head skull. And it has a lasso in its mouth, which actually wraps down onto this side across the part right here. And then we have the Texas state shape in dark brown and a lot of shading with maroon, reds, oranges. Again, a desert-like feel. So there's Texas right there. And then it has a black chassis, red roll cage, and yellow rims with black BKTs. So that has been the 4 state trucks review. I am really happy with them. Again, I hope they do more. There shouldn't be a reason why they shouldn't do more. I think that a lot of people did like these, although a lot of people did complain that they didn't get their own state. There's always time for them to do more. As far as them doing all 50 states, I don't see them doing all 50 states, but I would hope that they would do a lot more than they've currently done. It would also be cool to see stuff like Hawaii and Alaska, which don't get a lot of recognition, because there's some stuff they could do with Hawaii especially. There's a lot of different colors and stuff they could use. So anyway, that has been the state trucks review. Whoops. The state trucks review. Let me know what you guys think about these trucks in the comments below. If your state was featured and you guys want to share some history of it that you know that I didn't share with them, please comment that below. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again to Monster Jam and Spin Master. And until the next video, it's Random Monster OCD signing out.